Greetings. We're doing a study today, a comparison of statements made by Jesus in Luke 17 and in Matthew 24. This is going to be very revealing here when we get through this. And we're going to start at the top of column 1 in 17:22 of Luke. He said to his disciples, "The days are coming when you will desire to see one of the days of the Son of Man, and you will not see it." So this would be after his ascension. There in our first statement and sign kind of thing, he says to them, "And they will say to you, look there or look here. Do not go out or follow them." All right, over there in Matthew, column 3 at the top, similar statement. "Then if anyone says to you, look, here is the Christ, or there he is, do not believe it." All right, we're going to go now to the next one in Luke 17:24. Column 1, "For as the lightning flashes and lights up the sky from one side to the other, so will the Son of Man be in his day." All right, we're contrasting that now, the lower half in column 3, Matthew 24:27. "For as the lightning comes from the east and shines as far as the west, so will be the coming of the Son of Man." So we see a little contrast there. All right, we're going down now to column 1, Luke 17:26. Here he starts more comparisons. "Just as it was in the days of Noah, so will it be in the days of the Son of Man." All right, bottom of the column 3 there, 24:37 Matthew. "For as were the days of Noah, so will be the coming of the Son of Man." So we can see so far it's talking about the same sets of events. Luke's is just a little short version of this. Matthew's is longer, and of course the account in Matthew, we also have the Olivet Discourse as it's called in Mark 13 and Luke 21, which I have a sheet comparing all three here. I'll show you at the end. All right, so now we're at the purple part in Luke 17:27 column 1. Purple there. "They were eating and drinking and marrying and been given in marriage until the day when Noah entered the ark." Only going to read the purple part now. Over there in column 4, "For as the days before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day when Noah entered the ark." All right? I'm trying to break this down verse by verse, color by color. Now let's look at the next colored part now in column 1. It says what happened when this was all going on. It says, "And the flood came and destroyed them all." All right, we know about Noah's flood, what happened there. Just notice the quick comment below this now into the top of column 2, but he refers to the case with Lot when the in Sodom and Gomorrah, the fire and sulfur rained from heaven and destroyed them all. Same statement as referring to Noah's day. Now, over to column 4. Here, Matthew 24:39, "And they were unaware until the flood came and swept them all away." All right, so destroyed them all in these accounts in Luke. Swept them all away in the account in Matthew. Okay. Now we're into column 2 there in Luke 17:30 with the green. "So will it be on the day when the Son of Man is revealed." Now, column 4 there, notice below in Matthew 24:39, "So will be the coming of the Son of Man." So these two statements together speaks of the Son of Man being revealed and the coming of the Son of Man as speaking to the same thing. All right, now here's where it starts to get really interesting here. And the bottom of column 2. Well, first let's go to the near the bottom in Luke 17:34 and 35. "And he tells them there, I tell you, that night there will be two in one bed, one will be taken and the other left." 17:35, "There will be two women grinding together, one will be taken, the other left." We contrast that with column 4, Matthew 24:40 and 41. It says, "Then two men will be in the field, one will be taken and one left." So it's two in one bed in Luke, it's two in the field in Matthew, and then of course it's two women grinding together in Luke, and it's also two women grinding at the mill, and one is taken and one is left. Now look at the bottom of column 2 now. Here's the real interesting, revealing thing. This sheds a whole lot of light on what this is really talking about. Luke 17:37, green bottom column 2. And they said to him, "Where, Lord?" He said to them, "Where the corpse is, there the vultures will gather." All right? People think this one taken, one left is the rapture. But the disciples ask him specifically here, with ones that are taken, where are they taken? He doesn't say they're taken in a rapture. He said to them, where the corpse is, there the vultures will gather. They're taken to be killed. This is heavy stuff here. All right? Now notice in the next column over in green, let's read the blue part above first, Matthew 24:27. This one taken and one left here in Matthew, it says, "For as lightning comes from the east and shines as far as the west, so will be the coming of the Son of Man." So this coming of the Son of Man is connected with one being taken and one left, where they're taken and killed. And notice the statement below in the bottom of column 3 in green that associates with Luke 17:37 in green. Once again, the same statement is made. Wherever the corpse is, there the vultures will gather. Why? Because this coming of the Son of Man is a coming in judgment. It's not the second coming. I've got other videos about this you can see on my channel here. It's a coming in judgment. It's the owner of the vineyard coming in judgment on apostate Israel, as Matthew 21:40 says. You can look that up. All right? And so we have these other similar statements. You don't know what day the Lord is coming here in Matthew 24:42. We don't know when his future coming is for us either. But there was a judgment coming. And this reveals it here when they ask where the ones were taken and what happened to them. And Jesus lets us know they were killed. And when the judgment on apostate Israel came, this is what happened. The Roman armies came. They killed upwards of 1 million Jews. The ones taken were killed. Other Jews were taken captive and led away captive into all nations, as another verse says. This gets really complicated. I'm just breaking a little bit of it down here today in this short video. That the ones taken were killed. They were not taken in the rapture. All right, I'm going to show you one more page here before we're done. Bringing up here is what I call the Olivet grid. This is a comparison. If you look at the top of the page, it has Matthew 24, Mark 13, Luke 21. I got a little fulfillment column where I show how this stuff was fulfilled in the first century, because I'm advocating the entire Olivet Discourse was fulfilled in the first century, and I have many videos on this you can look at. And I welcome any questions and comment. My email is sldwrd@yahoo.com. That's solid word without the vowels at yahoo.com. So the sheet here shows the verses in these small little columns after the signs that are stated there in the first part. Shows where in these chapters the signs occur. If there's a 0, it means it doesn't occur in those Gospels. And if you'll notice the places where it's highlighted or underlined, you'll see that's along with the zeros too. That means that that particular sign only happens in that one Gospel. So I also, if you'll notice down there at the bottom of it, I mentioned the stuff in Luke 17 that we've been talking about, because this Luke 17 fills in a few of these little gaps as we saw. And so that's why we're presenting this today for you. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and we thank you so much, and God bless you.